A big one on one of the most notorious missing person cases in U.S. history. It involves Pedro Hernandez, who was convicted 8 years ago of killing 6-year-old Etan Patz in New York in 1979. Very famous case. Now a federal appeals court has overturned the conviction and called for a new trial. Meg Oliver's here. She's got more. Meg, good morning.
Tony, good morning. Pedro Hernandez had been serving a sentence of 25 years to life for killing Etan Patz. He had confessed in 2012, but his attorneys at the time questioned his mental fitness. Now an appeals court says an issue involving a jury note in 2017 means Hernandez didn't get a fair trial.
In 1979, Etan Patz became a national symbol for missing children, one of the first kids to appear on milk cartons. The 6-year-old disappeared while walking 2 blocks to a school bus stop in New York City. He was never found. But in 2012, after decades of no answers, police interrogated Pedro Hernandez following a tip that he had made remarks about killing a child. He confessed to police shortly after.
Then I shot him. Yeah, when I shot him, he went like this.
What made you do this?
I don't know.
You don't know?
It was something that just happened.
Despite no physical evidence, Hernandez, a stock boy at a nearby convenience store at the time of Patz's disappearance, was arrested and charged with murder. A jury deadlocked 11-1 in favor of conviction at trial in 2015. But 2 years later, he was convicted and sentenced to 25 years to life in prison. Hernandez's attorneys at the time argued his confession was false, caused by mental illness. They appealed the conviction, and yesterday, a federal appeals court overturned the verdict, saying the judge at the time made an incorrect ruling on a jury question.
This case has just had so many twists and turns over the decades that nothing surprises me, but this is a very, very rare occurrence.
Journalist and professor Lisa Cohen has been covering the case since 1991 and wrote a book on Patz's disappearance.
And what exactly happened?
The jury asked the judge whether or not the confession that was first made off camera by Pedro Hernandez, if it weren't voluntary, would that have affected the rest of the case? And the judge said no, and that was wrong.
The appeals court says Hernandez should be released unless Hernandez gets a new trial within what they call a reasonable period. We reached out to Patz's parents, but haven't heard back. Gayle.
Megan, that's who I keep thinking about today, the parents. This story, she's right, has taken so many twists and turns, none of it good. Yeah. Such a sad, sad story. Yeah. Thank you so much.